Good morning, everyone. You saw from the headline, we have a new Iron Man game in development. It is coming from Motive Studio, which is an EA studio. Their previous work includes the Dead Space Remake, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and Star Wars Squadron, so that just gives you an idea of what studio has their hands on this IP. I am reading a short article from Marvel.com announcing this game. I'll have it linked in the description below if you want to check it out. This is the first time I'm reading it, so we're just going to be reading through this, reacting, and responding to what I think is either interesting or concerning about it. But let's just get right into this. I'm really excited to see what they have in store for us. The article reads, Marvel Games is teaming up with Motive Studio to collaborate on an all-new single-player third-person action-adventure Iron Man game. Now in early development, the game will feature an original narrative that taps into the rich history of Iron Man, channeling the complexity, charisma, and creative genius of Tony Stark and enabling players to feel what it's like to truly play as Iron Man. So already we can see that this is going to be a single-player, third-person action-adventure game, so it is going to fall in line with games like Spider-Man PS4, the Arkham series. It's not going to be like Marvel's Avengers with multiplayer and RPG looter-shooter mechanics. This, again, is falling in line with that winning formula that we saw, again, with the Spider-Man and Batman games. Additionally, we do know that this is going to be an original story like those games as well, so we'll get an all-new, original, yet probably familiar take on Iron Man. I'm sure that they'll borrow heavily from what fans love about the character, but this isn't set in the MCU. It's a brand new original story that will allow them to tell a fully original character arc for Iron Man with the villains of their choosing. They will get to pick from the lore of Iron Man what they want to include, and I think that that's really interesting, and I can't wait to see what they come up with. So continuing with this article, it says, the Motive Studio team is led by Oliver Prolux. Sorry, I did not pronounce that right. I apologize. Who brings experience working on past Marvel titles like Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. There you go, right there. So if you liked Guardians of the Galaxy, this is a great time to be a Marvel fan because it looks like he will be bringing that same quality to Iron Man as well now. That's really cool. He is joined by a dedicated team of passionate industry veterans, including Ian Fraser, Malin Lemonnier, sorry, these are hard names, and J.F. Poirier at the Montreal-based studio. I am so sorry, by the way. I know I just butchered all of those names. If any of you are watching this video, I can't wait for your game, and I'm really sorry I didn't pronounce your name right. Again, this is the first time I'm reading the article. We are thrilled to collaborate with the talented team at Motive Studio to bring their original vision of one of Marvel's most important, powerful, and beloved characters, said Bill Roseman, Vice President and Creative Director at Marvel Games. Their experience delivering both established entertainment worlds and thrilling gameplay combined with their authentic passion for the armored icon will fuel our quest to deliver a love letter to a legendary hero in the form of the ultimate Iron Man video game. It's an honor and privilege to have the opportunity to make a video game based on one of the most iconic superheroes in the entertainment industry, said Oliver Praux, executive producer. We have a great opportunity to create a new and unique story that we can call our own. Marvel is encouraging us to create something fresh. We have a lot of freedom, which is so engaging for the team. The game is currently in pre-production phase, with more updates to follow as it gets further along in development. This marks an exciting new collaboration between Marvel and Electronic Arts, with Iron Man being the first of several new games. So, a few thoughts that I have about this just off the top of my head, and then as we get more information, I'll talk more about it. But I think that the reason that this is getting announced is just in response to the leaks. There have been leaks of an Iron Man game in the works at EA for a while, and so I think that this is just them putting the rumors to rest, saying, yes, they're true, yes, we're working on it. With that being said, we're probably looking at a 2024 at the very earliest look at the game. I would say I think that if this is in the pre-production phase, that speaks to how far out it actually is. I think that, again, next year maybe we'll get a teaser trailer for it, but I don't think that we're realistically looking at getting this game until anytime between 2024 and 2026, so just keep that in mind. I do think that it's very exciting how Marvel has been expanding the studios that they license their games out to. I think Warner Brothers should follow suit with DC. I'd love to see Superman and The Flash and Green Lantern all get games, and, they're doing Wonder Woman and Suicide Squad, so maybe that is in the pipeline at some point. But Marvel has been doing a great job of just licensing out their characters, letting a lot of different studios tackle their IPs, and it's provided a lot of really fresh flavors and nuances to these different characters and to these different games. There have been misses for sure. I think Avengers being a prime example. That game lost like tens of millions of dollars. It is an utter failure in the gaming industry. Fans didn't like it or respond to it well, so that was unfortunate. But I don't think that we're going to run into the same issue here, as this game appears to be following that winning formula that the Arkham and Spider-Man games have set of being a single-player, open-world, third-person action-adventure game, and it will have an original story that I'm sure the team is working very hard to craft. Again, they get to pick from Iron Man's lore, his villains, and I think Guardians of the Galaxy was another game that worked really well, so the fact that it's being spearheaded by someone who was involved in that is a great sign. I love what they did with Guardians of the Galaxy in the game, so I hope that they give Iron Man the same treatment here. But ultimately, I'm just very excited for this. It came out of nowhere really today, and it was a fun headline to pick up and read, so thanks you guys for looking at this article with me. I had a lot of fun going through it. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see more, please be sure to comment and let me know what your thoughts are or what you'd like to see in this new Iron Man game. Thanks you all so much for watching. We will see you guys in the next one.